Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Mjengo Hub video, and today we are checking out affordable housing, Kisumu edition. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe for the latest in the Kenyan construction scene. Today we are in the United Mall area in Kisumu City, which is rapidly transforming thanks to the three major affordable housing projects, which include Anderson Park, Lumumba Estate, and Makasembo. We will look at the progress, explore the show houses at Makasembo, and talk about pricing, the features, and some of the trade-offs that you may encounter as a potential buyer. First up, Anderson Park, which is a redevelopment of the old Anderson Ofafa Estate, and it's being handled through a partnership between local authorities, pension trust or LAP trust, the county pension fund, CPF, of the Kisumu County government. It's the closest to the United Mall, and it has a budget of 5 billion Kenya shillings with over 1,200 units proposed. The price range will be 4.2 million for one bedroom units starting, 5.6 million for 2BR, 7.7 million for 3 bedroom units, and the shops will start from 2.2 million Kenya shillings. Groundbreaking for the project was done in November 2023, and phase 1 was supposed to be completed by mid 2025. We are almost there, so can't see that happening. It features over 950 parking spaces, health center, swimming pool, green spaces, play areas, and some inbuilt retail spaces, of course. The land is publicly owned, formerly under Kisumu City Council, and now is being developed through a pension-backed public partnership. This gives buyers some level of security, but always verify what form of title you are getting. Project team has Laser Property Services as the employer representative, CRJE Covec Consortium as the main contractor. The architect is Escape Studio, Red International as the quantity surveyors, Lotus and Partners Engineers as the services engineers, and the structural engineer is In-Plan Consulting Engineers. Across the road, we have the Lumumba Estate redevelopment, which is part of the national government's affordable housing program. That's Boma Yangu, and it's being executed by Vajiani Enterprises at a cost and budget of 5.7 billion Kenya shillings with 2,384 units planned. The 2-room social units will go for 960,000, 1-room social unit 640,000, 3-room social unit at 1.28 million, 2-bedroom unit market rate will go for 3.6 million, 3-bedroom unit affordable will go for 3 million, studio unit will be 1 million, 3-bedroom unit market rate will be 4.8 million, 2-bedroom unit affordable will be 2 million. Groundbreaking was done in July 2024. Expected completion is January 2026, so we'll be here to see that. It will feature security guard houses, playgrounds, solid waste management systems, ample parking, and obviously it's close to the other project, which is close to United Mall. This area is just going to boom like crazy. The land is owned by the national government. It's a redevelopment of an older housing estate, so land ownership is clear, but as always, confirm your individual title arrangement when buying. The project team consisted of the State Department for Housing and Urban Development as the architects, developer basically, the main contractor Vajiani Enterprises with the engineering consultant Kemsol Consultants Limited. Project oversight is being carried out by Jared Buoga, who is the Nyanza Regional Director for the State Department of Urban Housing and Development. At Makasembo, we have the most advancement in terms of delivery. This project is being done by LAP Fund in partnership with Kisumu County. With a budget of 3.5 billion Kenya shillings, total units planned 1,870. The units will be 1 bedroom, 30 square meters from 1.8 million, 2 bedroom, 45 square meters from 2.7 million, 3 bedroom, 60 square meters from 3.85 million, medium cost 2 bedroom, 60 square meters, 4.545 million, medium cost 2 bedroom and suite 80 square meters, 5 million, and medium cost 3 bedroom, 80 square meters, 5.85 million. most people are actually buying them right now, and some of the units are selling like crazy, others not so much. You just have to get there, check them out for yourself, and see if this is actually a place you can live in with those prices. So phase 1 is complete and units are ready for viewing. Phase 2 is underway. A kindergarten block is also included in right now, is actually done, and that will be good for small children. I toured the interiors, and while most are functional, some issues stood out. The kitchen countertops are ceramic tiled, which is one obvious area they cut costs on, as they opted not to install granite or quartz, which will be nicer and easier to work on without worrying about grout. In this 2-bedroom unit, which is a significant portion of the entire block, the bathroom layout is not practical at all. Toilet and shower are located in separate rooms across each other, which isn't an ideal setup for families or guests, since they are also both shared and might need reworking for long-term stay, like addition of shower in the toilet room. Crazy how this design passed approvals. They will have a very hard time selling these units, these specific ones. Crazy. Land here was previously public rental housing under Kisumu County. Now it's part of a redevelopment agreement with LAP Fund. Like the others, confirm your individual ownership structure when buying. Project team architects are called AAKI consultants. That's Francis Mungai, Gitau, and Karuki Muraya. The main contractor is Kisumu Concrete Products, and structural civil engineers are professional consultants. We've extensively discussed the issue of the ownership of the land, and as a potential buyer, you have to understand, you have to confirm if you can resell or if there are waiting periods. You have to know the service charges or management costs, because you're sharing stuff like security, garbage disposal, waste disposal. Always get your paperwork reviewed, and if you can, work with a lawyer or property expert before you commit. As you're probably aware right now, the process of buying these affordable housing units is pretty standard across the board. You have to pay 10% deposit and finish the rest of the payment within a stipulated period of time, like 1 year. You have to confirm this with the specific unit. If you are unable to finish the payment, someone else will take over the unit, and your amount that you've paid can be refunded to you minus 10% of the deposit that you paid. These are things you have to confirm and make sure you understand. And also we have to talk about the pay. These affordable housing projects are being initiated to create employment opportunities for our youth. And I've seen the site, they have employed a lot of people, but what I cannot verify is that the payment they are giving the fundis is like they are paying 1,000 a person per day, and the casual laborers are being given 500. Can anyone confirm this, please? Because that's a bit low, even though they're providing opportunities to hundreds of people. That might be a bit low. So those are Kisumu's key affordable housing developments. Anderson Park is lifestyle focused, Lumumba is scale driven and nationally backed, and Makasembo is already delivering ready homes. With a few things to talk about. What matters most is how these align with your budget, lifestyle, and expectations. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you live in one of these? Which one do you think makes the most sense? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found this useful. See you in the next one. Adios.